Welcome to Reflective MBS, where we don't just react to the headlines, we dig into what they mean. Politics, culture, justice, faith.
They sold wealth like a sermon, then called the rest of us sinners. Now let's follow the money and the sermon they built around it.
We are told that working harder is the only path to the top. Yet for most people, the reality is a cycle of increasing effort for a finish line that mechanically moves further away every year. This is more than a cultural misunderstanding. Wealth is coded as a moral virtue, transforming the accumulation of billions into a sign of holy success. The political architecture for this shift began with Ronald Reagan. In the 1980s, his administration introduced policies that redefined the ultra-rich as the primary drivers of the American economy. Media and pop culture quickly reinforced this new theology. On glossy covers and lifestyle shows, the industrial robber barons of the past were replaced by a new class of billionaire visionaries. This civic religion centers wealth as the ultimate measure of merit. It creates a psychological environment where systemic inequality is viewed as a natural byproduct of personal success, shielding the underlying mechanics of the economy from scrutiny. The modern wealth gap is not a natural evolution of capitalism. It is an engineered transfer of assets, and the hard data reveals exactly how it happened. This chart tracks the combined wealth of the US Forbes 400. In 1982, the concentration was low, with only 13 billionaires. By 2025, that figure reached $6.6 trillion. This is not simple growth. It is an explosion of altitude at the top. We see the same pattern globally. In 2011, there were roughly 1,200 billionaires worldwide. By 2025, that count surpassed 3,000. The result is a world where the top 10% own 75% of wealth, leaving the bottom half of humanity with just 2%. This concentration was driven by three primary levers. First, the top federal tax rate fell from 70% to 37%. Simultaneously, union membership was gutted, while executive compensation skyrocketed. By 2024, CEOs earned nearly 300 times the pay of a typical worker. Billionaires did not out-innovate the working class. The state simply engineered a legal environment where capital compounds in peace, while labor is left to bargain in pieces. The engine of this wealth gap isn't just basic profit, it's a sophisticated system of financial extraction, built on how corporations manage their own stock. In 1982, the SEC adopted Rule 10b-18. This rule provided a safe harbor that legalized massive stock buybacks, allowing companies to use cash to repurchase their own shares. Corporate America now spends massive amounts on these repurchases. In 2024, S&P 500 companies directed over $940 billion into buybacks. This practice artificially inflates stock-based executive compensation. It redirects capital toward the C-suite and away from long-term investment or worker wages. Globalization accelerated this split. As capital sought cheaper labor abroad, the China shock of the 90s and early 2000s devastated labor markets across the United States. A few superstar firms captured these global gains. They scaled their profit engines infinitely, while worker bargaining power remained stagnant in the communities they left behind. The modern corporate machine functions exactly as it was redesigned to, operating as a highly efficient wealth extraction device for the C-suite. This level of inequality was a policy choice, which means it is reversible. We can choose to design a different machine. Real change requires more than taxing the margins. We must break the underlying machinery built to manufacture these fortunes in the first place. The first fixes are fiscal, a targeted wealth tax on billionaires, higher top income rates, and ending the tax preference for capital gains over labor. The second fixes are structural, surtaxes on companies with extreme pay gaps, aggressive antitrust laws, and giving workers a mandated seat in corporate governance. Making billionaires pay more is the starting point, but the ultimate goal is to build a system where their private power simply matters less. Visit reflectivenbs.com to read the full report.